Hello friends, how are you? As I have told you in day 1 class of tense that before learning tense we must have the knowledge of different forms of verbs, and there are 5 forms of verbs: V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, which I have already explained in day 1 class. Today I will explain the types of verbs. There are 2 types of verbs: ordinary verbs and modal verbs. Ordinary in a sentence, ordinary verbs are also known as main verbs, and modal verbs are also known as auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. So what are ordinary verbs? Generally the words, doing words: come, go, play, write, eat, leave, call, sing, ring, dance, sit, read, wash, want, do, begin, get, know. These are ordinary verbs. These are ordinary verbs or main verbs used in a sentence. And there are so many main verbs. There is a long list of main verbs. You will learn about those main verbs in the verb forms. And the auxiliary verbs or modal verbs which helps main verbs in a sentence. There are only 24 modal verbs. There are so many main verbs, but modal verbs or auxiliary verbs or helping verbs are fixed. They are only 24. So you will learn all these 24 main verbs, auxiliary verbs along with the main verbs, like am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, out, O-U-G-H-T, out, need, dare, and used. I am again telling you that there are so many main verbs and there are only 24 modal verbs or auxiliary verbs. I am again repeating the modal verbs: am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, out, need, dare, used. Generally, every English sentence contains 2 verbs. Generally, not always. One is main verb and another is helping verb. If a sentence contains helping verb only, then in that case it is known as main verb. That helping verb is known as main verb. If a sentence has only one verb, then it is the main verb. And if a sentence has 2 verbs, then one of it is main and another of it is auxiliary. As for example, suppose I write a sentence: I am playing football. So in this sentence, am is helping verb and playing is main verb. But if I write he goes, then in this sentence there is only one verb, that is goes, and that goes is main verb. And if I write he is there, in this sentence also there is only one verb, that is, and this is used as main verb. Generally we know that is helping verb, but in this case, in this particular case, is working as a main verb. So again I am telling you, if there is only one verb, either it is main or helping, it is known as main verb. And if there are 2 verbs in a sentence, one of it is known as helping verb and another is known as main verb. Now you have known about the verb and its forms and its type. So go on learning the forms of different verbs again and again. Now I will start the actual tense. So now start tense. There are 3 types of tense: present tense, past tense, future tense. And each tense has 4 types. Present has 4 types, past has 4 types, and future has 4 types. Like present tense: simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. In books, simple present is also written as present indefinite tense, but here I am writing only simple present. So you must know that present indefinite tense is known as simple present. Then after present continuous, then after present perfect, then after present perfect continuous. Like that, in past tense also there are 4 types: simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Also in future tense there are 4 types: simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future for perfect continuous. So in all there are 12 tenses. So in all there are 12 tenses. So we will go through all these 12 tenses one by one in our next lectures or next day classes. But before starting tense, you should keep in your mind these 3 points. So please note these 3 points in your mind, that has, have, had always take V3 with it. मीन्स हैज़ हैव हैड के साथ हमेशा V3 लगता है. जब भी आपको किसी सेंटेंस में हैज़ हैव हैड लिखा रहे और अगर आपको उसके बाद कोई वर्ब लिखना पड़े तो यू मस्ट राइट थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ दैट वर्ब. ओके, like that, do, does, did always takes V1 with it. So after do or does or did in a sentence, we always write V1. Okay, so is it clear to everyone that has, after has, have, had, we always write V3, and after do, does, did in a sentence we always write V1. So these 2 points are very important before learning tense. Like that, you should also remember one thing: singular subject always takes singular verb with it, and plural subject takes plural verb with it. Like go is a plural verb and goes is a singular verb. So as I had told in my last class that we make plural of verbs by adding s or es. You must remember it. So this is enough for today. Now one by one I will explain each and every 12 tense in my next day classes. So please subscribe my channel to learn more about tenses. Thank you.